Síguenos en nuestras redes sociales. Facebook Los40 Guatemala. Instagram Los40 GT.
Hola a todos, ¿cómo estáis? Soy Cris Regatero y ya sabéis que en esta época de confinamiento, en los 40 en casa, queremos acercar los artistas a los fans y hoy nos vamos a meter en la casa de Dua Lipa para ver cómo está ella y cómo lo está llevando. So, hi Dua, how are you? How are you spending this lockdown?
Hi, I'm good. You know, I think now we've been in lockdown for quite a long time, so we're trying to get creative with ideas, but it's been good. It's been, you know, playing games, cooking, going on a walk. It's kind of the same thing every day, but we're trying to make it fun.
Me too, I'm cooking a lot.
Yeah, same.
First of all, congratulations on your new album, Future Nostalgia.
Thank you.
Few weeks ago, you earned your first chart-topping record in UK. Number one, girl.
Yeah,
So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You were number one too at LOS40 with Don't Start Now. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all the support.
Yeah, of course, always. I think you've made a brave decision because I know that releasing an album in the middle of this situation, it wasn't part of your plan. But I don't know if this is going to help somehow, but you have to know that your music was like a therapy for me. So thank you for your new music. I don't know if you think that music and arts are so important, are more important than ever in these times, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was definitely a little bit of a difficult decision to decide whether I should put it out now or not. But because I made this record to get away from anything that was going on in the outside world, it felt like I just had to put it out when it was time. That was initially going to be April 3rd. Obviously, it came out a week earlier. But it just, you know, for me, hearing things like, you know, that it just made you want to dance during this time or gave you a little bit of comfort or some light, you know, I feel like I made the right decision. So it makes me super proud and really happy. So thank you.
Absolutely. You've made the proper decision. So
thank you.
Well, as I said, I love your album and the references to the 70s and 80s music scene. With sounds that remind me to another one by Zedad, by Queen, Need You Tonight by INXS. Is this kind of a tribute to the music of these decades or simply inspired by them?
It's more like, you know, all the inspiration, the excitement that I have from those memories, you know, listening to my parents listen to those songs at home and that kind of music and dancing to it and you know, all that kind of stuff was very, like, it was such a beautiful moment in my life. Like, I had so many amazing memories. And even now when we listen to those songs with my family, it's still the kind of same feeling. So I wanted to touch on that emotion and that excitement and recreate it myself in like a more modern way.
Talking about emotions, I think there is a strong girl power in this album. For example, the song "Boys Will Be Boys" has a lot to say about it. But how has your perception of feminism changed between your first album and Future Nostalgia, if it has changed, of course?
I mean, my perception of feminism hasn't, you know, really changed. I still have exactly the same kind of like morals and feelings towards it. I think I just chose to speak a bit more about things that, you know, I feel like I'm affected by in an everyday basis, kind of. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Can you hear the rain?
No.
Oh, you can't hear it? It's like storming down and hailing.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, I can't believe you can't hear it. I keep thinking that you're gonna hear it on the radio, but it's just.
Don't you worry, it's fine.
Okay, good. I'm glad. At least you can. It's okay. Wow.
About feminism.
Yeah, and I felt like I just needed to speak about certain things that I feel like I talk about anyway on a daily basis, but that I never felt like I'd put into a song. And I wanted this album to show all sides of me. You know, I wanted it to be like a representation of who I am as a person and as an artist. And you know, after a conversation with my friend Kennedy and Justin, who I wrote the song with in the studio, after, you know, talking about these experiences and realizing that not just me, I'm not the only person that's experienced something like this, and I thought I should put it in a song, because for me it's important to put things in songs in the hopes that other people will relate to it, in the hopes that other people will hear it and feel the same way, to give people a space to feel seen and feel heard and to start a conversation. And by no means is a song like a man-hating song or anything like that. It's more just, you know, to start a conversation and to, you know, open up a discussion on how we can change the female experience, you know, growing up, and the things that we do in order to like alter ourselves in order to fit somebody else's lifestyle, which I feel like is quite unfair, and I feel like we have to do it a lot. And so that's really what the song was about and why I wanted to do it.
I agree. Nice. Well, I've noticed that there is no collaborations, no featurings in the album. There's anything planned for the future? What about Rosalía, for example? Because everybody's like excited about a potential collaboration between you two.
Oh my goodness, I'm such a fan of hers. I absolutely love her. And she's a friend of mine, so we're in contact quite often. But you know, we just really haven't had the chance to get into the studio together. And I think for us, in order to be able to get a song, we have to go in the room together and like brainstorm, because I think it's very particular what I do and what she does at the same time. So we have to put our brains together and to make a song. So whenever I guess we can make that happen, whenever we can get in the studio together, I'm sure we'll come up with something we just haven't had the opportunity to.
I can't wait.
But yeah, the album has no features, but I have worked with some artists, which you guys may hear some songs in the future, but we'll see.
Speaking of Rosalía, I like to talk to you about Latin music because it's getting stronger with Rosalía, with J Balvin, Karol G, with Tusa, and you're living in this music scene somehow. But how is this affecting or inspiring you in this Latin music?
Well, you know, I absolutely love Latin music. I love Latin artists. For me, it's always exciting to get to, you know, I'm always just inspired by music of all genres. There's not a single genre that I don't, you know, love and appreciate and listen to. And I think, you know, what I love so much in music is the merging of cultures, the merging of artists, the way artists come together to create a different experience for the fans. I think it's always exciting for fan bases to see, you know, artists coming together and trying out something different, especially when you know, artists that you wouldn't necessarily expect to work together. And I think that's just like the beauty of music, you know, and how, you know, there's kind of no genre in a sense, but it's the artist that really is the face of the music. And for me, it's you know, maybe soon you guys will hear me on a Latin song, maybe. But yeah, I think it's beautiful, and I love, you know, the whole
this fluid genre, you know, like
yeah, I think
it's sounds.
I love it. I think the fluidity, and in music it's so beautiful to be able to you know, collaborate and make something so beautiful that, you know, doesn't really just have to be for it can be for everyone, is basically what I'm trying to say. You know, so everybody can enjoy it in whatever way that they want it. So that's you know, music.
So is this how you imagine the future of music?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, it's happening all the time, and I think that's what's so beautiful is it's constantly changing, and unexpected collaborations are happening, and it just makes it exciting, you know, for the artist and for the listeners and the fans. And you know, it's really fun, you know, and it's beautiful, and I'm such a fan of it.
I don't know if you can remember, but you were one of the biggest stars to attend LOS40 Music Awards 2018.
Oh my God, one of my favorite nights ever. Oh, it was so
your
fun.
Experience with us? Do you remember something memorable that night? Of that night?
Yeah, of course. I loved performing with Pablo Alborán. And doing the whole performance, and of course I was so lucky I got to win some awards, and I actually remember that was the first time I met Rosalia, when like we were friends on social media, and I was listening to some of her early music, but you guys kind of made it possible for like that to happen, and it was just it was an amazing and really fun night, and then I had to celebrate and take it back to my hotel and just have all my friends, and we just danced around and celebrated. It was a lot of fun. We had a great night. It was definitely one to remember.
Yeah. So would you like to return, right?
Absolutely.
You're so invited.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And you were about to start your world tour in Spain, in Madrid. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, like so many artists, you had to put off your shows in Spain due to this situation. But are you excited to come in back next year?
Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited. I was really excited to actually start off in Madrid, because I hadn't done like a proper show there before, really, and then going into Barcelona as well. But Madrid also has some of my favorite restaurants in the world. So every time I come to Madrid, like I always end up going to the same restaurant every time and just like exploring. And it really is one of my favorite places. So I was very excited to start there. But I'll be back.
And you recorded physical video in Barcelona, right?
Yes, I did.
Have you got any anecdote of the video you can tell us during your visit to Barcelona?
Oh my God. I don't know, because it honestly, I was there for 3 days.
It was like a weekend.
It was it was like a long weekend. I guess we arrived on like a Wednesday and then left on Monday or something like that. But anyway, I guess I'd been traveling for so long, and I was missing my family a little bit, and I was like, okay, I got to do this video, and then I'm gonna see my family. And it was actually really sweet. But when we arrived in Barcelona, we arrived really late, and I'm like so tired. I go up to my room, and I'm like trying to open the door, and the door just won't open. I'm like, what is going on? And I opened the door, and my parents had come to see me. And I just I burst into tears, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And they came and stayed for the music video, and they came and stayed on set, and that was really nice. I hadn't seen them in a long time, and it really made it made my day. That was really special. And you know, getting to do it in Barcelona and just seeing all the dancers come together when we were in rehearsals was just like, I don't know, it was like a kind of choking moment. Like I felt like I wanted to cry because I hadn't seen so much energy in one room together. Like, and the idea that it was for my music video was very mind-blowing and exciting. So I'm really grateful to every single one of the dancers that really just made that such a beautiful trip. And of course, working with Lope, who's you know, just been making incredible videos, was such an honor, because I've just been such a fan of his for so long. Yeah, I mean, there's so many amazing moments from that shoot, and it's one of my favorite videos too. So yeah.
Are your parents always with you?
My parents?
Yeah.
No, I mean, when I travel, I'm always like traveling with my team and you know, with people that I work with. So sometimes when I get homesick,
they are always taking care of you.
They always come and see me, and it's always really nice. But I really didn't expect them to come to Barcelona and be with me, and that was really fun and special. So I loved it. Well,
thank you, Dua, for being with us today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
I hope to see you very soon here I'm from Madrid, so you're welcome.
Thank you.
And to Los 40 Music Awards too, of course.
Yes, thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate your time.
Síguenos en nuestras redes sociales: Facebook Los 40 Guatemala, Instagram Los 40 GT.